Hey guys, Funsho here from We Coach Crypto. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be going through my profit taking strategy with you. Okay, now all of you have got access to download a copy of the profit taking sheet, which you can fill out by yourselves, obviously if you're part of our crypto mastery service. Now I'm going to start off on the left hand side here. So projects. Now, what we're going to do here is very simply enter the ticker names for each one of the cryptocurrencies. That keeps it easy for you. So BTC is Bitcoin, ETH is Ethereum. The reason that I've put them as tickers is because that's the way you're going to interact with them when you're using the exchange. It makes it easier for you to find them. So you're at a stage now where you've bought the cryptocurrency projects that you want, and you're thinking to yourself, what do I do next? Well, you've got to have a profit-taking strategy in place, first and foremost. So you're going to enter all the names of the projects on the left-hand side. Then we're going to look at token amounts. So this is going to be the amount of tokens that you own, not how much money you spent on it. So, for example, if we look at the amount invested, $45,000, that would have bought us 2 Bitcoin, okay? Then we want to be looking at the average buying price. Now, the way that you work out your average buying price is you take the amount that you've invested and you divide it by the amount of tokens that you own. So $45,000 divided by 2 equals $22,500. That's your average buying price. Now, if you've just done one purchase, you don't need to worry about this too much. But if you're doing continuous purchasing through dollar cost averaging or you're trading, you've got to make sure that you know what the prices are that you bought at, add the whole thing together and divide it by the amount of tokens that you own to give you that average buying price. And the reason the average buying price is so important is you want to know when you start to take profit that you actually are in profit and how much profit you're in. So the next thing that you want to be looking at is the previous all-time high for the project. Now, the reason that's so important is it gives you some sort of indication as to where the project has been previously and where it's likely to go moving forward. So, for example, in Bitcoin's case, it's been $68,800 previously, roughly at its top. So based on what my beliefs are and the way that the whole crypto and blockchain space is growing, I think the Bitcoin will easily get back there. So take profit one level for me. And the way that I've broken this down is I've got 4 individual take profit prices. Now, this column here is the prices that I'm going to take profit first. And I'm only going to take 25% profit. Now, the green numbers are giving you the information about how much you have got back, and that's the profit plus part of your initial investment. So, for example, $45,000 invested at $35,000 price, I would get $17,500 back by selling 25% of my Bitcoin. And the reason that that works is if we look at the average buying price and then we look at the first take profit price, we're now in profit, okay? And I've also got 25% of my initial investment back as well, which gives me that $17,500. Now, take profit 2 is also 25%. It says 33%, and here it says 50%, here it says 100%. And the reason for that, and a lot of people get confused with this, is I've now removed 25% of everything that I own as crypto with Bitcoin. So I'm only left with 75% of my original purchase. So if I want to take the same amount out on my next take profit, I actually need to take 33.3% out because that's a third of what's there. But it also matches the initial 25% that I took out. So my next take profit price here is $45,000. And me selling 33% at that point would mean that I get $22,500 back. And again, that's a quarter of my initial investment of $45,000 and the profit that I've now made with the rise from the average buying price to $45,000. Then my take profit 3, I'm only left with half of my original amount of Bitcoin, which means when I sell it, I'm going to sell half of it this time, 50%, because that again equals that original 25%. And I know this might come across as confusing to some people, but just trust the process. This is the way that you need to do it. So at 55,000, if I sell half of the original half I've got left, I'm getting $27,500 back. Now that is again a quarter of my original amount invested plus the profit I've made between the average buying price and that 55,000 I'm now at. And then my last take profit price is here at $65,000. Now you might think to yourself, well, why have you done it less than the previous all-time high? Two massive reasons. Reason number one is it isn't actually going to be my last take profit. I'm going to be adding on take profit 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, as many as it is that I need to add, depending on how far up the market goes. But number two, massively important, you need to consistently take profit so that you're not caught out from market corrections that take place. Otherwise, you are just in an elevator going up and down, and that's not what you want to be doing. Now, you might think to yourself at take profit 4, but you sold everything. You've got no Bitcoin left, and you would be right. However, this is where we come down, because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be placing buy orders during the corrections and dips that take place. So during that journey where we're hitting these take profits on the up, there are always market corrections that take place that could be anything from 25 to 40% as a drop. Now, if you've already taken profit, that profit's now sat there in a stable coin or in cash, in GBP, for example, or USD or the euro. Most people tend to use USDT or USDC as a stable coin because it's very easy for you to just jump in and out of trades. So it's entirely your preference, whatever you want to do. But what you've got to take from that is you've now got liquidity that you can use to go into these market corrections and dips and purchase at a discount before the market then continues back upwards. When it continues back upwards, all we're going to be doing is changing this token amount, okay? We're going to be changing the amount that we've invested. We're going to be changing what the average buy price is, and then we're going to be setting ourselves some new orders. So it might be that we're midway through 45,000 and 55,000. If that's the case, we're just going to move this take profit over here. That will become number 1. This will become number 2. This will become number 3, and we'll add a new number 4. So what you get now is a complete cycle. It's just going round and round and round. You're consistently taking profit on the up, and you're consistently buying back in at these market corrections and dips. Now, obviously, you need to understand when to be buying and when to be selling. This is something that I've shown you, and it's a very easy way for you to copy a profit-taking strategy. But what you've got to think about is be realistic. You will hear all sorts of YouTubers telling you that Bitcoin's going to 250K and even higher. And you'll get some coins that people haven't really heard of, and they'll say it's the next 1000X coin. Please be diligent. Do your research and think about it logically. There are things like tokenomics that come into play. There are certain people that will say that cryptocurrencies will get certain prices, but their tokenomics tell you that it's not even possible. But if you haven't got the knowledge and the education to already understand that, then you can get caught out very easily. You might set your first take profit price at a price that isn't even achievable. So it's really important to make sure that you're learning and you understand how to identify a quality project and how realistic it is that it's going to reach the previous all-time highs that it has before, or potentially surpass that. So what you'll see here for Ethereum and for Decentraland and for Solana and Chainlink and Polkadot and Sand, I've been realistic on the price expectations. So my take profit 4 at 65,000 is less than the previous all-time high. My 5,000 on take profit 4 for Ethereum is just over the previous all-time high. Okay, my $270 is just over $260 with Solana. And I've done this because I believe in these projects. I expect them to at least reach take profit 4, but realistically, I expect them to go a lot higher than that. So what you want to look at next is the total including seed. Now, the total including seed is a way for you to add up all of these take profits, okay, and also the amount of money that you have actually spent on the cryptocurrency. So that will give you a total including your seed investment. And there's the figure there, okay? Now, I just want to show you guys, in this instance, spending $57,650, okay, if we hit all of these take profit 4s, and don't forget, we're also going to be buying at a lower price, okay, each time there is a correction or dip. So that cycle continues. But if we just go with what's on the top here, that's $148,563. Now, what we do then is simply subtract what our original spending was. And that gives us our realized profit of $90,913, all with realistic expectations across the projects in question. So I hope this video has been useful for you and you can take a lot from it. If you have found it useful, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button, share it. If you've got any questions, any comments, or you're interested in working with us direct and you would like some personal mentoring, please reach out to me through our Crypto Academy on Discord. Catch you in the next one.